How easily and quickly can you get post-rock-like tones on the Line 6 Helix? Let's find out. So today I've got the luxury of playing this fantastic US Strat. I've also got the luxury of borrowing a Line 6 Helix. So I thought it'd be a good idea to see how quickly I can get some tones that I would happily use either live or on a record. Okay, so let's start with a fresh, clean, new preset, and we're going to start by putting our amplifier on. So I'm going to go after amplifiers that I kind of know. This isn't going to be a deep dive. This is about how quickly I can get a usable sort of post-rock-like sound. And these amps here are all Fender replica amps, I believe. Fender sounding amps. I'm going to go through to something a bit different though. So I'm going to try the Matchstick, which I think is matchless. And I'm going to just clean it up a little bit. So pull the drive down. Quite nice and present sounding. Sounds nice and full. Just going to drop a few of these biases and sags. Apparently they make a difference. And there we go. So that's our amp. Simple as that. And I typically would always start with a relatively clean sounding amp without too much bass, some sort of mids and treble pushed in. So let's use that as our bass. Let's go to modulation, and we're going to start with, let's go to delay. Start with delay. And we're going to do delay, then reverb, and then I'm going to go back before the amp and put in some overdrive options for us. So I'm going to try sort of a vintagey tape delay. Let's go transistor tape. That sounds pretty nice, as is really. I'm just going to turn the feedback down a little bit, put a little bit more wow and flutter up. Keep trails on. That sounds pretty nice. I'm just going to add up the mix to 50. Sounds good to me. So we'll go with that. We're going to go into delay. We've got to have some delay in this. So we're going to go now to reverb. We've got a delay block. We're just going to go with a single delay, a mono reverb, and I've used the Ganymede. No idea how you pronounce that, but I believe it's based on the Strymon Big Sky from research in the past. So let's put that on and let's just bypass the delay. Just hit the reverb. So just boost the pre-delay a little bit. Bring the tone down so it's not too bright. Darker. And turn trails on. Let's go maximum decay, see what happens. Cool, that sounds pretty good to me. Pretty good. There's some slightly harsh sounding artifacts going on there, but sounds pretty nice. Put a bit more modulation on there. Right, let's go back out and let's put on the delay and the reverb. Cool, I think that sounds pretty good. I'd be happy to start recording on that, but I want some nasty. You're making post-rock tones, you've got to have some distortion overdrive in there somewhere. I know the Minotaur is, I think, meant to be a replica of the Clon. Okay, let's try that. Let's see how that sounds. Let's try adding some delay in. Reverb. So what I want to do now is I want to add some pitch in. I want that after the amp and before the delay. Dual pitch, let's try that. Okay, not really post-rock style, but there we go. So, we've got that in there. Let's just throw in our delay now. See the subtle difference that makes now, so I'll turn the pitch off. Let's turn our reverb on. It's taken me about 25 minutes to pull that together. I haven't used the Helix for about 6 months and I'm going off suggestions, so I didn't do a ton of trawling through sounds. I know a couple of the sounds in there and the effects in there that sound pretty good together in combination. I think that's perfectly usable for a quick post-rock-like rig with an amp sound in there and some effects to your taste. Of course, we could have a field day in there, we could set up loads more effects, we could have a stereo rig and all that sort of good stuff. But the reality is, if I was playing a gig down my local venue, I won't be having a stereo rig. If you want to see any more videos of me using the Line 6 Helix and comparing it to any of the pedals that I've got or shared here on the channel, or showing you any of its additional functionality you think is going to be useful, then comment below and let me know and I'll make sure I do that in future. Those of you that stop by every week will know that I post every Monday and Wednesday here on the channel. If you're not yet, then please consider subscribing down below. I'd love to have you back here on the channel in the future.